Hello, everybody. You're back. I'm back. You're at Reaction Talk. I'm Angie. You're you. And we got one going out to Mike. This guy is considered family. He's been around since the beginning of Roland's channel, and nobody has given more time, effort, energy, support than this guy. So he been waiting a long time, Mike, and I know you like, whenever I get to it, but it's important to me that you get to see what, you requested, and I don't do a lot, for on a request list for you. Roland takes care of you most of the time, so just want to say thanks for recommending it, requesting it, suggesting it, and so glad that you're still around and appreciate you, brother. Always, forever. Okay? Don't ever forget it. So, we doing a little bit, it looks like it might be a controversial one. Dax, PTSD. The only other reaction I have on the channel related to this subject, I'll put a card above my left shoulder. That was, I believe, Colt Ford, and was more, I think, of a country song, maybe country rap a little bit, but so, and I think I've seen Dax maybe less than a handful of times with Roland. If there's a reaction with us, yeah, maybe together with him, I'll put a card also up for that. So this says, inspired by real events. I don't know nothing. I didn't do no research. I didn't look nothing up. I am coming in blind as a bat. Don't judge. Let's go. Dax, PTSD. You may need some tissues, and I don't know, maybe it will trigger some people. So if you're that kind of a person, maybe don't watch.
I was walking home on a Sunday. 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 Not looking back, but I'm not looking forward to anything in my life, cause it never liked me. I can't sleep cause I don't know what's inside me. The devil's demons haunt and do divide me. And I think I'm over it, so I won't stop walking. If I told you the story, bet you wouldn't believe. Not sure I should feel a sigh of relief. Yeah, damn, but he didn't get me. But for some odd reason, I don't feel free. So now what? This pain is too much. The screams of the people make music in my head until it listens too tough. So I must wipe my mind of everything I saw in that church. Suppress all these feelings even though that they hurt. I don't understand how you could let this happen. God, I wanna know why you would even let that man on earth. I believe that this life is by you and whatever you choose is the best. I believe in the choices you make even though they may hurt and affect. I'm just human, I don't understand you. I know you are very complex. What should I go do next? My thoughts.
Very interesting. So I'm wondering if is he asking God why to let this happen? I'm curious. I'm not 100% sure. I'm assuming that's what he's doing. But if that's the case, that's because the 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 devil rims over the physical world. That is his domain. And free will is 100% true. So, and it would be perfect for negative, and we don't even have to call it the devil. We don't have to call, we can call it evil. I could refer to it as that because evil's the destruction of freedom. But evil would absolutely disguise itself into those who are closest to God or claim to be closest to God. There is actually a scripture that talks about that. Basically, it is a snake in the church that pretends to talk about Jesus and pretends to convinces those who worship him or pray to him, pastor, priest, whatever, the word of God when he is a false prophet. He's a false uh, sayer of things. He is a snake. He's a reptilian. He's a shapeshifter. We go down a rabbit hole, conspiracy theorist there. No, he is not a real psychopath. That is where the evil, that's those psychopathic people are serving evil, the destruction of freedom. And so they want to blame the church and they want to blame, I don't believe in the church either. I don't believe in religion per se because it comes from the Latin word religare, which means to bind, to hold back, tie back. You can look this up yourself. Don't believe me. Anyway, so yeah, I'm just rambling, but I want to know because this is a different PTSD than I was thinking of, right? And not everybody, it's all trauma. It doesn't matter where it comes from, it's trauma and it's relived and it's a personal hell that you go through until you can poof, release it back into the universe and get rid of it and deal with those quote unquote demons that haunt you for whatever reason. So, um, lots of people will blame the church. We have even friends that have a similar view that it's the church's fault, it's God's fault, when really it's the fallen of man. It is those who have been corrupted by evil for evil to do evil. Period. They put on all kinds of costumes and uniforms in your life and convince you that they are good. It is a lie. Sorry for the ramble. Reaction talk, baby.
Understand you, I know you are very complex. What should I go do next? My thoughts
All right,
cannot
let's go
connect.
back. I gotta see if he's talking
I
to God.
believe in the choices you make, even though they may hurt and affect. I'm just human, I don't understand.
Yeah, so is he talking to God or is he talking to like that authority, priest, pastor, whatever in the church, right? Is he talking to man or is he talking to God? That's what I want. I need to figure that out, and I don't know if I'm gonna figure it out.
Understand you, I know you are very complex. What should I go do next? My thoughts cannot connect. My PTSD shakes me and leaves me
I would assume it's God.
In the back of my mind, there's a place that I know full of sorrow. When I think of those times, my anxiety feels what is hollow. I don't know when it'll go.
Yeah, because it's wrong, and you know it's wrong. And this is the thing. How great of a trick to obfuscate that system. Oh, but it's supposed to be good, and I know part of it to be true, but then you have this man serving evil. I experienced the exact same thing in the religion I was brought up in. It didn't match. You got a lot of lying people going on and saying this and acting like this, and then you turn around and they're like, not those people. And you're like, what is going on here? This is not right. And I think it's just a same um, similar thing that happens throughout all different kinds of religions. There's control, there's abuse, and there are people who have authority over others, which in the end probably shouldn't be the case because people abuse the authority they are given. They seek power and control over others, and unfortunately, psychopaths are all over now. Sadistic people who want to hurt others. Period. That's just what it is. And when people like that get in positions of power, it is hell on earth. by your fellow human.
But I
So
hope
sad.
it'll go away. I just pray I feel better when I sleep and wake up tomorrow. Left foot, right foot, keep walking. Left foot, right foot, keep walking. Don't look back,
Shit.
your past is haunting. Demons creeping, always stalking. In that church, I got down crawling. Could not stop my eyes from falling. Children screaming,
There we go.
bodies
That's
falling.
exactly what he wants.
Shooting, bullets honking. Someone.
So now you hurt your fellow innocent humans, right? So now you've stooped to the level of your abuser, and you have become a psychopath now too, because your only answer was to destroy him. Now I'm not saying that there isn't a thing as a self-defense principle, but there is a line, right? And when we stoop to the level of those who hurt us, we are no better than them. And I don't care who you are. And two, those other people, they didn't do nothing wrong. They don't deserve to be hurt at all. This guy needs to be accountable for his wrongdoings. And that's where, I am quoting natural law here. Anybody who needs to know more about that can reach out to me in an email and I will send you some more information. But this is exactly how evil works and gets it done. So now you were working for evil, so now you did exactly what the devil wanted you to do. And you ain't solved no problem. You just hurt a bunch of people and you never got anything taken care of, and then you're still resentful, angry, and the PTSD will never go away.
Help us, please just stop him. Why is he laughing? He's been
And most people will justify his actions because of the abuse, and it's not justified.
Started walking, we locked eyes, and he was smiling. Shot himself, I saw him dying. Adrenaline was in my system, I couldn't stop. I had to go, but I just knew that if I made it, I get out and praise the Lord. Now I'm walking on this Sunday, and I just hope I make it home. I was walking home on a Sunday. I was walking home on a Sunday.
That's messed up.
I was walking home on a Sunday. I was walking home on a Sunday.
Wow. As he got all shot up, they all knew. Oh, okay, I guess I was wrong. If those people knew what was going on, then they were also culpable, but they also you can't take life like that. That's not allowed in natural law. You have self-defense principles. If he had come after him, violently and tried to kill him or hurt him, then he could protect himself. But you can't, even though there are wrongdoings in the world, you can't just go and eliminate people. Now, there's a little bit of a controversy with that too, because there's tons of people who are willing to do that, especially for those kinds of actions. But I don't know if everybody, I don't know. That's a big question. You'd have to put in the comments what you think. All my opinions are for entertainment purposes only. You don't need to judge me. This is just my ranting and my, thinking process out loud. So, tell me what you think. You think you have a right to kill somebody because they have harmed, committed acts of atrocity towards you or your loved ones? If it's not murder but virtue is also something. So all crime is theft, stealing virtue, stealing, free will, all those things. That is not, you don't play around with that, because ultimately the amount of anger and resentment is at the level of wanting to kill people, which is not good. But that's what they do in tribal communities. So if you want to live like that, but we gotta have some rules, otherwise we live like the animals, and we can't live like the animals. We are much more intelligent, we have conscience, we know, we can figure out right from wrong. A lot of us don't know right from wrong, but claim to be good people, um, which is a whole nother ball game. But yeah, Mike, way to kick off a home run with controversy and a lot of talking. This is probably one of the biggest, longest talkings I've ever done in the history of the channel. Way to go, Mike. Again, setting records. Okay. Thank you, brother. I hope other people enjoyed it. If not, we had a conversation. If you didn't like it, you could have left. But you know what? It is important that people talk and not just run from things that make them uncomfortable. Because I'm tired of seeing cowards everywhere and they can't face things or talk about them like it's a taboo, and it's kind of sad. But I hope you guys will come back for some more controversy. Maybe we'll have another one of these. Mike likes to throw all kinds of variety out here, so we'll see what happens. Everyone have a good one, and we hope to see you back again. You're at Reaction Talk. I'm Angie. Later. Bye.